Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Emma. Can't see you.
Oh, hold on. Let me start my video. Can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see. Awesome.
Good. Hey.
So, hey,
Oh, it's
everybody.
like a backlog. Oh, maybe I should. Hold on.
So, basically, like we're gonna start off. How everybody doing today? I'm Coach Johnson. For everybody who doesn't know me, today we are the segment called Working Wednesdays, under the whole impression of mentoring through basketball changing lives, where we have a segment since due to Corona we can't meet in person. We have this segment called Mentoring Mission. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have different type of segments. Monday, Meaningful Mondays, we talk about certain aspects in life and goals and any other topics anybody want to talk about. Wednesday, we do schoolwork like we'll be doing today, and we're working on type of schoolwork and anything that revolves on like working, like jobs, working, career finding, anything of that nature. And Fridays we do is Flexible Fridays, where so on Flexible Fridays we just do a lot of exercise just to keep everybody fit, so everybody like can be like, what can I say, and fit. And so when it's time to come back to reality, everybody be fit and everybody do their push-ups and everybody, be physically already fit. So today, like I said, is Working Wednesdays. We got a special guest. Go introduce yourself. We want to see Miss Emma.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Emma. I am a nurse here in Baltimore City, and I work strongly with Heart Smiles.
Awesome.
You want anything else? That's good? Okay.
So today we're going to work on 7th grade math work. Awesome. So let's dive right in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see. Hold up, let me see. 1 minute. I'm back. Okay, so let me see. Okay, wow. There we go. You guys see it?
I can see it.
Okay, awesome. So this right here is 7th grade classwork. My little sister, she has this classwork, so as though she like module 4, lesson 3, and basically she's basically asked me for some help. And Miss Emma, we can team together and basically just kind of attack this head on, because some of these questions right here, I'm looking at them like, what? Huh? Like, these questions look a little crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna read the first question for everybody. This year, Benny is 12 years old and his mom is 48 years old. What percentage of his mom age is Benny's age? Miss Emma?
Yeah, so I wanted to be able to write. I can't really do that. Let me see if I can share my screen. I don't know if that can.
I can send you that actual. Let me send you that actual.
Okay, it's not gonna look like Miss Caitlin's looks, but I'm gonna try. Let's see.
I send you that exactly screenshot. A screenshot should come into you.
So this first question says, right, Benny is 12 years old. His mom is 48. So we're looking at what percentage of his mom's age is Benny's age. So how I would set this up, can you see this little whiteboard thing?
No, it's kind of like real thin. It says one note. That's all I see.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. Stop sharing. Let me reshare and see if that makes a difference.
Hey, story said I am confused. Okay, so Miss Renee, if you can hear me, then let us know.
Okay, can you see this?
Okay, now we can see it.
Okay.
Taylor, if you I'm sorry that you probably just joined. We're working on right now is 7th grade work for my sister. She's from Barclay Middle School, and we're working on her work for right now. And if you have any questions too, Taylor, you can just let me know, and then we'll answer your questions too. But right now we're working on some 7th grade work from Barclay High School, Barclay Middle School. I'm sorry, but we can see yours.
Okay, sweet. So sorry, I don't have a pen. I'm trying to do this on my little draw pad on my computer. But you were asking what percentage, so percentage will be this P, right, of his mom's age. So of his mom's age, which is this 48, right?
Yeah.
That's supposed to be an 8, guys. I'm very sorry. Of his 48 is Benny. So that would equal, what's Benny's age?
Benny's age, let me see Benny's age.
He's 12.
12, right, awesome.
Okay, so you're looking at percentage of his mom's age with this, which is this 48 equals Benny. So what we have to do is we have to isolate this percentage or this P, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take P and we have to move the 48 to the other side.
So what we're doing is so that's because she's sitting right beside me too, trying to copy it down.
Exactly. So, okay.
P and parentheses 48 equals 12, right? So right, I already know parentheses. When you put something in parentheses, that's multiplying, correct?
Yeah.
P multiply P, you're multiplying it by 48 and equals 12.
Okay.
And
so then how do you move the 48 to the other side? What would you do?
You have to divide them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you divide each of them by 48.
Yep. So you divided that side. So I got rid of the 48 on the P side and I put it on the 12. Does that make sense?
12 divided by 48. Get that?
And what does that equal?
And with that, let's see. Let's go to the calculator and see. Hold up. Calculator. I'm trying to find it. 12 divided, so 48. That would be 0.25.
Okay. 0. And then how do you get a percentage?
How do you get a percentage now? How do you know how to get a percentage, Akasha? No. How do you get a percentage? Because I'm trying to learn how to get a percentage as well, but it's like in high school, how we get percentage? We do multiplication. So we multiply everything. Multiply each side by 2. Am I correct?
So what?
Divide by.
When you're finding the percentage of a whole, what is a whole? A whole is 100, right? So
Correct.
Whenever you get a decimal number here, you multiply by 100 to convert that into the percentage. Okay, so you have 0.25, and you're going to multiply by 100. And what does that equal?
So 0.25 multiplied by 100.
Mm-hmm.
That equals 25, right? That equals 25. It'll take away the decimal point.
Yeah, so that's 25%.
Okay, so you do that. So 100. So basically what you're saying is, I'm trying to break it down for her too, so she can recognize it too. So what she's saying is 0.25 times 100 is going to be all equal 25. And that would be her mom, that would be his mom age.
Yeah, so what was the question again? It is, what percentage of his mom's age is Benny's age? So that is 25%.
Okay, so it'll be 25%. Awesome.
Does that make sense?
Emmy.
Let's try the second one and see if you can set the second one up.
Okay.
The next question.
Okay, what's the next question again?
So what percentage, so again, we have this P.
P, cool.
What percentage of Benny's age is his mom's age? So now what would be in this parentheses?
So it'll be 12.
Yep, so what percentage of Benny's age, so this is the 12, equals, and then what goes on this other side?
So 48?
Yeah. So what percentage of Billy's age, which is the 12, equals his mom's age, which is the 48?
25?
Well, let's walk through this, okay? So then what's the next step? What do we have to do to isolate the P?
I'm trying to get confused on this team. This not even my class. Great.
No, okay, let's slow down. So this is our setup, right? We have the percentage of Billy's age equals his mom's age. So we have written down the question.
Okay.
Now the first step is isolating the P. So what do we do to isolate the P? What do we do with this 12?
You have to multiply it. You have to divide it by the same number.
Yeah, okay, so we're dividing this by 12 and dividing this by 12, right?
Right.
And so these cancel out. So then we get
48 over 12. And you have to multiply that as well.
P equals 48 divided by 12.
We have a lot. I'm sorry, Ms. Emma. I'm reading some comments, and a lot of people saying they can't. If you guys can hear us, let me know. And if you guys can't hear us, let me know as well.
Let's see. Just make sure. Can you that I'm on?
Taylor, Taylor. Okay, now okay, yeah. Taylor, this is not no schoolwork for you guys. This is just schoolwork for somebody else that need help with their schoolwork, and we just helping them with their schoolwork. So you can watch, but this is like 7th grade work, and I know you guys in the 5th grade, so you might not get this right now, but this is some 7th grade work. We help with somebody else right now. So you get this right here. So hold on, Miss Emma, I'm going back. 25.
Okay, so we're just at, what is 48 divided by 12?
48. Okay, let me see. 48. Come on, 48 divided by 12, Kash, what would that be?
4.
4. So 48 divided by 12, she said it's 4. Is that correct?
Okay. Yeah. And then what do you do with this 4 to get the percentage?
What do you do with the 4 to get the percentage? How do we get the percentage from 0.25? So we multiply by 100, right? Okay, so multiply by 100. Yeah.
I guess.
So what's 4 times 100, Kasha?
400.
So what percent would that be? Would that be 400%?
Yeah. So you're multiplying this. Yeah. So it's 400%.
Do you get it, Kasha? You sure? If you don't get it, let us know because we have it. So 400%. So let me break it down to her real quick, Miss Emma, step by step. So P. So the question, what's the question? Read the question again because I don't have the question on board.
What percentage of Benny's age is his mom's age?
Right. So what percentage of Benny's age is his mom's age? So Benny's age is 12. Okay. And his mom's age is 48. So P is a percent. Okay. So we're solving for P basically. Okay. P percent. We go to 12. Put in parentheses. So when you put in parentheses, you're multiplying that 12 by something, okay? Anytime you see a number in parentheses, you're multiplying, right? And if I'm wrong, Miss Emma, you still let me know.
Yeah, you good.
And then equals her mom's age, okay? So in order to find out how you get 48 alone, you have to multiply 12 by 12. Once you multiply 12 by 12, you cross that out. So then you come over here, you bring it to the next side. 48 divided by 12, right? So 48 divided by 12 is what?
4.
4. And so 4, you still have to find a percent, right? So if you want to find a percent, you have to multiply that by 100. Anytime you want to find a percent on anything, say for instance, you want to find a percent of, I don't know, anything, like anything. And be like, answer will be like, oh, how you find a percent and answer is 20, answer is 22. You multiply that by 100. And once you multiply by 100, you'll get your answer. So 4 times 100 equals 400. And you put the percent sign behind it because you're finding a percent. So you get it like that. So the answer to that second question would be 400. Okay? All right.
400%. Perfect.
400%. That's number A. This is number B. Actually, go to Google Classroom and put that down now. So we make it, she's going back to her Google Classroom real quick, guys. And she's going to put the answers in as we go along with it. I think it's this one. Yep. So, yep. Okay. So A, That's how you put your answers in A, and then you put the semicolon sign, and then you put, and then answer would be 25, right? And then you put the percent. Return, it would be B, semicolon sign, and then you'll put 400%. And then we're going now we're on question C, okay? All right, cool. So you got it now? All right, cool, awesome. So now we're ready, Miss Emma. Feedback and ready.
Okay, so now you guys are going to walk me through C. Let me read it out. So in 2 years, what
2 years.
percent
Mhm.
of his age, of Benny's age, will Benny's mom's age be? So in 2 years. So what do you do with that 2 years?
So in 2 years, so how do we set this up, Kyle? So we set it up just how we setting these two up. How we set it up. So what's the first thing you put? The P, correct.
Okay. Well, first let's start out. Yes, we start with the P, but what is 2 years from now? So how old is Benny right now?
12.
And in 2 years, Benny will be how old?
14.
14. Okay. So this is Benny. And then what about his mom? How old will Benny's mom be in 2 years?
50.
50. Okay. Sorry, guys. So now let's set it up. Now it's asking what percentage of Benny's age will Benny's mom is Benny's mom's age. So what percentage of Benny's age is Benny's mom's age with these two new ages, the 14 and the 50?
Right.
So
So
we start with
so-
a P, like you said.
go ahead. So I'm gonna wait and see how she set it up. Set it up, Kasha. Do it like this though. Like we don't do this yet. You gotta set it up like this first. You got that part right, but hold up, just wait. So you put it in parentheses. 50, right? And you put your 14 in parentheses. So what you do with the 14? No, you divide it. What you divide it by though? Right? Correct, 14. And then you cross that out, correct? And then what you do with the 50? Okay. Right. So 50 divided by 14 will be what? And so are we doing it right, Miss Emma?
Yeah. So why don't you just tell me so I can put it on here, what you have your numbers as. So what's the number in parentheses?
So the number in parentheses is, what's the number in parentheses, Kasha?
14.
Okay.
Perfect. So the percentage of Benny's age is his mom's age. So then what's over on this side?
What's on the next side? What's that?
This?
Yeah.
50.
Mm-hmm. And then you divided, right?
Yes.
So,
Divided by 14.
mhm.
Divided by 14.
Yep. And you got what?
Read it. Read it what it say. Read it what it say.
3.57.
Right. So the answer is actually 3.5714.
So we'll leave it to,
2857.
so I don't know
But
if
we
they
don't
do,
take
yeah, how many decimal points do you typically keep?
2.
Okay.
Right. So the answer would be what, Kasha?
3.57.
3.57. 3.57.
And then what do we do to get our percentage?
And what do you do to get your, so put that down right here. Hold up. So 3.57. Now, what do you do to get the percentage, Akasha?
Times it by 100.
Awesome. So go ahead, multiply by 100. And what's the answer?
357%.
And what would you put after that? 357. There you go. See, easy.
Oh, you got it.
And that's the answer for C. So now you go back to cool class, and it will be 357%. Now we go to D. Am I correct? Yeah, D. And okay, I'm gonna read this question, Sam. Okay.
Okay, you guys got it.
In 10 years, what percent was Benny's mom age be of his age? So set it up again. Let's go. We're gonna go to D. And if you guys have any questions or comments or want to pitch in about the class, where you can just put in the comment section. We'll read the comments out. And if you guys have any work that you guys need help with too, hit us up in the comment section, and we'll be glad to help you out too. D, and in 10 years. So go ahead, how you set it up? Awesome. But you can put that in. Awesome. What percent will Benny's mom age be of his age? So in 10 years, how old will Benny be? Right now he's 12. In 10 years, how old will he be? What's 10 plus 12? Yeah. 20. Yeah, 22. Right. Okay, so in 10 will Benny be?
21.
No,
Wait. Oh.
22.
Oh.
22, you okay? It's okay. That's okay. So in 10 years, Benny will be
22.
22, right? So in parentheses, you're going to put 22. What percent will Benny's mom age be of his age? So Benny mom, how old was she? She's 48 right now. How old will she be in 10 years? 48 plus 10. 58. So and after you're gonna put 22 equals 50, 58. Am I correct, Miss Emma?
Yep.
Okay. Right. And so then what you gonna do with the 22?
Divided by 22.
Awesome. Divided by 22.
And then divide 58.
Uh-huh.
22.
Okay, and what you gonna do with the 22 with the 22?
We cross them out.
Cross it out. Awesome. So 58, right? Divide in 22 equals. Read the first three numbers, but you gotta get it right.
2.63.
Awesome. 2.63. And how we get the percentage of that?
We times it 500.
500 equal. So how much would that equal?
263.
Awesome. And what?
Percent.
Awesome. Wow. Woo, girl, you smart, girl. You smart, boy. Answer would be, is the answer is 263%.
Very good. Divided by 22. So our answer is how much did you say?
Answer would be, it would be 2.63, and then you multiply that by 100, 263%.
Perfect. So, yeah.
See, everything is the same, Akasha, but what they will do well and stuff like to make y'all think harder and make y'all work harder than y'all supposed to, they'll just put it in different, they'll just like question it different, like very, very different. But y'all literally doing the same, you see how we just set it up the same way 4 different times. So yeah, just like that. With it, and you do the same thing. They just ask the questions different. So, and we will go to Google Classrooms.
What's this on Google?
And D, what's the answer for D, Kasha?
263%.
263%. Awesome. Awesome, Swans. We got E and F. So Kasha, what's the I'm gonna let Kasha read it out.
Okay.
Let's read it.
In how many years will Benny be 50% of his mom age?
Okay, that's a good question because I already know how to set this up. So Miss Emma, can you kind of set this out help this out with us?
Okay. So what it is kind of a confusing question.
Mm-hmm.
But so Benny is how old?
Well, the question, and how many years Benny be 50% of his mom's age? So If you're going from the beginning, he's 12 and his mom is 48.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's a good question.
So then what's the difference in their age right now?
What's the difference in age? So 48 take away 12. Oh, yeah. She's doing it right now. 36 years.
Yes, that's half of her age. So then there's always 72. So when Benny's 36, so the way I look at this, and this isn't a good way to explain it. So if anyone online has a way to explain it, that would be great. But when I think, so 36 is 48 minus 12, right? 36. So when Benny is 36, so the way I play it out in my mind is when Benny's 36, his mom will be how old? Because they're how many years apart? So they're 36 years apart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Benny is 36 and you add the age difference apart, which is 36.
So 36 plus 36 is what, Kasha?
$72.
72, she said.
Okay, so that means his mom would be 72 and he would be 36. So what is 72 divided by 36?
72 divided by 36. So she's doing it right now.
72.
36.
2.
2.
So that makes, well, actually I'm sorry. So that would be 200%, right? But let's go back. Let's go back real quick. What is, Benny's age should be on top. What is 36 divided by 72?
You said 36 divided, no, what's 36 divided by 72?
2.
No, 36 divided by 72.
Yeah, I confused you. I mixed it up there.
0.5.
0.5, she said.
Okay, I'm just setting it up how we've been setting it up.
Okay.
0.5. And then what is 0.5 times? How do you get the percentage?
I get the percent.
Right?
Times 100.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that equal?
What's that equal?
50.
50.
So there's your 50%. Oh, that's not. So then what's your answer to the question?
So what's the answer to the question, Kasha? 50%, correct?
Yes.
Well, so it's asking in how many years will Benny be 50% of his mom's age?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how old Benny will have to be. We've seen this 36 to be 50%.
So hold on, let me say it again.
Okay. So here we see that Benny has to be 36 to be 50% of his mom's age, right?
Right.
This is how old he has to be. How old is Benny now?
12.
So if you do 50% minus 12, it equals how many years?
You said 50% minus 12?
No, the 50%. So this 36, when Benny is 36 minus how old he is now, which is 12.
So 36 minus 12?
Yeah, what does that equal?
24.
Okay, so that is your answer. That is how many years until Benny will be 50% of his mother's age.
Okay, now you have, because I'm trying to learn this myself, because that looking a little tricky too.
Yeah, so I went a really long way about it, and I apologize.
No, you explained it well. Yeah, no, like you explained it well. But it's the thing that I'm in high school. I'm a senior in high school, ready to graduate, and I couldn't even get that answer correctly.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Reading it confuses you, and there are a lot of different steps. So I'm sure there's an easier way to do it than I explained. But how it works in my head is kind of how I did it. So I can share, I found a PDF that kind of goes over the lesson plan for problems like this. So I can also share that with you. So maybe you can read it later and get some more information.
I'm sorry, guys. My little brother came in here. So say it again, Miss Emma. I'm sorry. You said you had a PDF, correct?
Yeah, I will. I will share a PDF with you after and post the link in the comments of the video so that you can kind of walk through, and it has a lesson plan. I don't know that it's the same questions, but very similar questions on how to walk through these problems.
Okay. So the answer will be just 24 and not 24%. Am I correct?
Yeah, because it's asking for in how many years.
Awesome.
Right?
24. You put English classroom. Awesome. So we got F, and then we got like the next 4 set of questions on the next module, and then we'll be done. So let's see right here. As Benny and his mom get older, Benny thinks that the percent of difference between their ages will decrease as well. I'm sorry, guys, the ghetto, child, sleepy. Do you agree or disagree? Miss Emma, can you like break that question down for us too?
Yeah, so it's essentially asking, as Benny and his mom both get older at the same time, will the percentage difference in their ages change? So it's saying, as Benny gets older and his mom get older, is Benny going to get older any faster or any slower than his mom?
No, because it's gonna be the same time. Same thing.
Exactly. So when you read this question, it gives you a lot of words, but that's essentially what it's asking. Are they aging at the same amount of time? And that answer is yes, they're aging at the same amount of time. So he thinks that the percentage of difference between their ages will decrease. Is that true or false?
Is that true? No, it'll be false, correct? Mm-hmm. Right. Why would it be false, Kasha?
Because.
Go ahead, say it. Because what? Because, well, I'm gonna say my answer, and then you tell me if it's right, and then Kasha, you'll say your answer. Okay. So it would be false because every year you grow a year older. No matter, it's not no slower or older. Like this year, Benny would be 13 and his mom would be 49. Next year, Benny's mom would be 50 and he'd be 14. So like every year, each of them grow a year. So like that. Is that correct, Ms. Emma?
Yeah.
So it'd be false. Right. Because every year they go the same age. Okay, so every year they go the same age. Like they're not going to say every year they grow at the same pace. They all will go 1 year older. Yeah. Okay. So it won't decrease. Correct? So answer is false, right?
Yep. The answer is false.
Answer is false, Kasha. Oh wow. I'm tired, y'all. This is not right. False. FALSE. Let me see. Okay. And that's that. So you can go ahead and press turn in. You got it done before everybody else. It's due Friday, right? So they turn in. Turn it in. So you've done that. You did both of these already?
Mm-hmm. Everything that's in grade, I did. Everything
in grade you did? All right, we're gonna finish this last one then. Okay. Oh yeah, this is our last one. Module 4, lesson 1. Miss Emma, you remember the second one I sent you about the problem set about create a model to represent the following percents?
Yep.
Okay, we on that one now. We got 3 questions and then we're done.
Okay. So create a model to represent the following percents. So we have 90%.
And it also says that the teacher also said, please watch the video for module 4 lesson 1 before completing the problem set questions. Carefully describe each solution to each question. Explain why you believe you are correct.
Okay, so do you guys want to watch the video?
I'm trying to, let me find it. Where's the video though, Pastor? Let me see if we can find the video.
Okay.
Oh, I think the video was on their Google Meet. Like it was there, like they did it, it was like an online class. But she can't get online class. Like she can't do the, like off her phone. It won't let her, like, you know how online classes, we meet with our teachers in the morning time, we be like stuff like that. We actually see our teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
She can't do that, but she can like do the work because she has an iPhone too. She has an iPhone like me, but it's just won't let her go to it for some reason. So she just basically got to do it on her own and basically figure it out.
Okay. Well, since we can't watch the video, I have a question. When they talk about doing models, are these typically like they draw squares? Is that what the model is?
Is that what y'all draw squares and stuff for your percentage?
Sometimes.
She said sometimes.
Okay, because well, let's start with each number. So these are all in percentages and we want to get them into numbers. So we'll start with the 90%. How do you take a percent and put it into a number?
How you take a percent? Don't you divide it by 100 now?
Mm-hmm.
So you divide by 100.
So what would you be dividing?
90% divided by 100.
Yeah, so you said 90% divided by 100.
Divided by.
Sorry, now. Sorry.
And you
Wait, so 90% divided by 100.
And can you simplify this fraction any?
So
So
and simplify expression. Okay,
Yes.
I wasn't really too good at simplifying when I was younger. So,
Okay.
yeah.
you take this and divide it by 10 to get 9 over 10. Does that make sense?
Okay, so 90% equals 90 over 100, right?
Yes.
And then you'll equal 9 over 10.
Yeah, so 90 over 100 gives you the same number. If you divide it on your calculator, do 90 divided by 100.
So do 90 divided by 100.
0.9.
0.9.
Okay, now do 9 divided by 10.
0.9.
0.9.
So you see those are the same, that's the same expression, just
different.
Simplified.
Simplify. Awesome. I get it.
So then how I think they want you to do this, and I might be wrong because I didn't watch the video, but is you would draw 10 boxes.
We're draw 10 boxes. But how would you put that in Google Classroom answer? It's like, I'm gonna show you the answer box, how small it is.
So I guess you could do 9 over 10 or 0.9.
But it says create a model to represent the following percentage. But we can't, but how can we like make a model like in these boxes? Like, look at this box, Miss Emma. It's not even a box. Hold on. Can you see?
Yeah. Well, we'll do the model on here. And then I think there, since you can't draw, you'll just have to put the 0.9 or the 9 over 10.
Okay. Yeah, because that's weird. Like, why would they ask for you to put it like that? And
yeah, I don't know. But okay, so we have our 10 boxes. Have you drawn your 10 boxes?
are we doing 10 boxes?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you think you're going to display this 9 out of 10 with these 10 boxes? So like, how are you going to show 9 out of 10? Does that make sense?
Right.
Shade in 10 of them? 9 of them?
Exactly. So you'll shade in 9 of them. We'll pretend this is shading them in.
Okay, she shaded 9 of them.
So that is your model. That is your 90%. So 90% of these boxes now are shaded in. And the only way you could do that is by taking it down and putting it into a rational number. So this 9 out of 10 or 0.9. That makes sense?
I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get it, Kasha?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, the 0.9.
Okay.
So what's the first thing we do?
First thing we did. What do we do up here?
Draw boxes.
No. 0.9
Divided by
divided by what?
400.
Okay, you got it. It will be 9. So simplified expression, 9 over 100. Right? Am I right?
No.
90.
Okay. So you see how this has a 0.9, so it's 0.9.
Right.
We want to make this number, what do you have to multiply 0.9 by to get 9?
What do you get to multiply 0.9 to get 9? 10?
Yeah. So multiply by 10 and you get 9. And then what's 100 multiplied by 10?
1,000,000.
No.
No. Why would I say that? Now, why would I sit up there and say that on live?
That's
TV.
okay. So many zeros.
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000. So it'll be 9 over 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
9 over 1,000. So for this model, theoretically, right, because we're not going to do this, it'll take too long, you would draw how many boxes?
1,000.
And how many would you shade in?
9.
Exactly.
That's too much.
Yeah. But when you look at that, you have your 9 boxes out of 1,000 shaded in, and that shows you that 0.9% of those boxes are shaded. That makes sense?
Say it again one more time.
So you have your 9 boxes out of 1,000 that are shaded, that are colored blue.
That would be 90.
And that model shows you that 0.9% of those boxes are shaded.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Just like up here, these with the 10 and how we have 9, this is showing us that 90% of these boxes are shaded in.
Okay, you get it? Yeah, she get it.
Okay, so now what's the next number? 900%.
So question, how would we put this in the Google Classroom answer sheet?
I would just think they want these last numbers, like the 9 over 10, 9 over 1,000.
Okay, well that's we're going to give them because I hope they didn't want us to draw the module out.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I would hope not.
100%.
Okay,
So
so you do first.
you do first, Kasha.
Divided by 100.
What are you dividing by? What's the top number?
900.
Perfect.
What?
And what is 900 divided by 100?
Divided by 9.
So just a trick, if you have zeros, how these zeros match up, you can just get rid of them. So that's the same as being 9 divided by 1, which is 9. That make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the last one? So for that answer, you just put 9.
Okay.
Okay. So what do we do here with the 9 divided by 10%?
Say it again, Emma.
So this next question is 9 divided by 10%. So it's the first thing. What would be your top number?
The top number will be 90.
Not quite. So you could do this two ways. I'll show you the first way. The first way is the same way we've been doing it, which is 9, taking the top number and dividing it by 100. But because you have this 10 here, you have to also multiply by 10. That makes sense? So you're doing 9/10 times 100.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then what's 100 times 10?
100 times 10. 1,000.
Okay. So 9/1000, which is just like this one up here, right? The 0.09.
Yeah.
Okay. You could also do it another way. So what is 9 divided by 10?
Say what's that about 10, Kasha?
9 divided by 10. 90.
Try it again.
9 divided by 10.
Oh, I think she said 9 divided.
9.
0.9.
Perfect. And then how do you get a change in percentage? What do we divide by?
Say it again.
What do we put on the bottom? What number do we divide it by?
100.
So then here we have the same problem as we did up here, right?
Yes.
What do we have to multiply by to get 9?
10.
Yeah, exactly. So then you're going to multiply the top and bottom by 10. Excuse me. So you get 9/1000. You see how those are the same? You can do it either way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do it really make sense? Because if it don't make sense, let her know so we can get it together.
Yes.
Sure, got it. All right. So what would the answer be, Kasha? I had to step out.
1,000.
9 over 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be the answer, Miss Emma?
Yeah.
Okay, Kasha. On the road.
Okay.
So we're done with those model percentage thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what questions are we on now?
What does it say on your thing?
Let me
Let me pull it up. Is it the Benjamin believes that 0.5% is equivalent to 50%? Coach Johnson?
hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, hey. So as you see this?
Wait. Can you see?
I can't see you.
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. Can you see me now?
Yeah, awesome.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
Can you see this though?
No. Wait. Yeah, I can see it.
How is that? Can we use that as a percent? 90%. I mean, as a fraction, 90%. What's the slash over 100?
For which one?
that would be A, like over, because you know the percentage, the fraction is 90 over 100.
Yeah, you could do 90 over 100 or 9 over 100.
Okay.
Or 9 over 10. Sorry, 9 over 10.
For A,
Yeah, for A.
okay. So
For
how
the
that's what how we put that as a fraction?
Just put
9,
9 and then the slant sign,
okay, and then 10.
10.
Thank
Now,
you.
I think, because I don't know how you would draw a model into that question.
Yeah, no,
So
we're not
maybe-
going to. We're just going to do it like that.
Okay,
Okay, awesome.
okay. Do we need to input these other answers?
Yeah, go put the other answer. Gotcha.
And this is
9 over 1,000 for B. So you're gonna put B.
B.
Yeah, because
Yes.
look, A, B, C, D.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So A, and then you remember we did it. You return and you put B, and you this, and you put the answer 9 over 1,000. But 9 slant 1,000. Right. C.
And just 9. And then D. Nine. 1,000.
Got it?
Uh-huh.
All of them?
Mhm.
Awesome. All right, so now we on the second question. Oh my gosh, time is running out, guys.
Okay, we're almost done. We only have 2 more questions, right?
Yeah, 2 more questions. So let's get this done. Benjamin believes that 0.5% of is equivalent to 50%. Is he correct? Why or why not?
So what do you think from looking at it?
You got 1/2 is equivalent to 50%. Do you think that's correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you think that's correct though?
What'd she say?
You
Yes?
say yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because 1/2 is a half and 50 is a half of 100.
So so do this. What is 1 divided by 2?
Is 1 divided by 2?
0.5.
So that is saying 1/2% is 0.5%. Is 0.5% the same as 50%?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. So let's do this, make it the number, not the percent. So how do we make 0.5 the number like we did up here? What's the top number?
The top number. So we can, let me see. There we go.
Okay.
0.5, top number.
What do you divide 0.5 by?
100.
Yeah. Okay, and remember when we have a decimal up top, we want to change that into a whole number. So if I want to make this a 5, what do I have to multiply it by?
Say it again, Mr. Mitchell, she can't hear you because you broke up a little bit.
Oh, okay, so I have 0.5. I want to make that a 5. So what do I have to multiply that by to get 5?
Say it.
10.
Exactly. So you have to multiply, sorry, I meant to do multiply, by 10. So that equals 5 on top. And then what's 100 times 10?
1,000.
Yep, 1,000. So now I want you to use your calculator and do 5 divided by 1,000.
What'd you say?
Do 5 divided by 1,000.
That equals 5.
5 divided by 1,000. Try again.
0.005.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be the
So that's the answer. That's what 0.5% is this number, right? So now let's do the 50%. So what number goes on top
50,
and what number goes on bottom?
100,
Okay. And then what is 50 divided by 100?
0.5.
Okay. So is 0.5 the same number as 0.005?
No.
Okay, so then that is your answer. That's showing that 0.5% is not the same as 50%.
your answer would be no.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if this said is half and it left out the percentage, so like if it was like this is half, does that equal 50%? Would that be correct?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. So half equals 50%, but 0.5% does not equal 50%.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you got it.
Okay, guys, last question. Order the following from least to greatest. 100%, 1/100, 0.001%, 1/10, 0.001, 1.1, 10, and 10,000 over 1,000.
Let me write all these out. So do you want to change all these numbers to percentages or to numbers?
You say it again one time. You said change it to percentages or numbers.
Yeah, do we want to change it like to these numbers or do we, I guess that's how they want you to do it, right? It's to change it, take it from a percentage and make it a number. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So 100, 1/100, 0.001, 1.1, 0.001%, 10, 1/10, and 10,000 over 100. It's not very pretty, so I'm sorry. So we'll start with our first one. So 100%. What does 100% equal? What would be the top number?
100,
Okay. And what would be the bottom number?
100,
And what is 100 divided by 100?
100 divided by 100. 1.
So we got one number. Okay, so this one, we've got the number. So then we're going to move on to the next, which is 0.001. And that's already in a number, right? So you don't have to do anything to it. So 0.001. Okay. Got that. Now let's go to 0.001%. So what's the first thing we do with 0.001%?
Divided
So what's the top number?
0.00%.
0.001%, right? Oh, and what's the bottom number?
100.
Perfect. Okay, Oh, I didn't need to put my percent there. So then you can do 0.001 divided by 100.
0.001 divided by 100. 0.00001.
0.01. Okay, so now we have that number. Okay, the next one is 1 divided by 10. So what is 1 divided by 10?
1 divided by 10. 0.1.
Okay, what's our next number? 1 divided by 100. What is that number?
1 divided by 100 is 0.01.
Okay. Sorry, that's very ugly. I apologize. Okay. The next number is just 1.1. 1.1. It's already a number. We don't have to do anything. The next number is 10. So we don't have to do anything. And then the last number is 10,000 divided by 100.
10,000.
So what is that number?
100.
So now, what's it asking? Put it in greatest to least or least to greatest? So,
Least to greatest.
okay, so these are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 numbers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is the smallest number out of these 8 numbers?
1.
Which one?
What you think, Asha? Go ahead and say it so she can help you.
Is 0.1.
So there's a couple of smaller numbers. So a smaller number than 0.1 would have a 0 where the 1 is, right? So 0.01, that's smaller than 0.1. What's smaller than 0.01?
0.001.
Exactly. And then what is smaller than 0.001?
0.00001.
Exactly. So that is your smallest, 0.00001. This is the smallest. Then what's the second smallest? Or what is big? Yeah, second smallest, but what's bigger? What number is bigger than this number?
0.001.
So that would be the next one. Okay. And then what number is a little bigger than 0.001?
0.01.
You got it.
0.01.
Perfect. And then what number is a little bit bigger than 0.01?
0.1.
Perfect. So we've used this number, this number, this number, and this number. So we have 1, 1.1, 10, and 100 left. Oh, sorry. So which one's bigger than 0.01?
1.
Okay. And then what's the next one?
10.
So you have 1.1, 10, and 100. Which one's the biggest?
1.1.
Okay, 1.1 is the next one. And then what's next?
10,
Okay. And then what is the biggest number of them all?
100,
Exactly. So the smallest is up here, this first one, and then the largest is the 100.
okay,
That make sense?
yes,
Perfect. You did that all on your own. I don't know if you realize that. I just had to talk it out with you. But you did all of the equations on your own. That was really good.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, seems like we didn't knocked out all the models, you know? It seems like we didn't just, it seems like you should be a 7th grade teacher, you know?
No, not at all.
I'm not. You might-
Got it. Sometimes it's just explaining it. Let me find this PDF so I can send it to you. I'll put it in the link on YouTube.
Okay.
Let's see.
But we both want to thank you though for helping us out with this, because I know I couldn't do it about her own, and I know she could have do it on her own. So we both thank you for helping us with this though. So thank you.
No problem. And now you'll be able to do it on your own. You got it. You have the
Thank
skill. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
You're
you
welcome.
guys did?
Mhm.
All righty. Well, that's it for today, guys. Working Wednesdays again for Miss Emma. Everybody, thank you for Miss Emma and helping us with the 7th grade Barkley middle school work. But we'll be back again here Friday. This Friday with another special guest. We're really working more of exercising. This person is more intense on exercise. Is my favorite. It's like I know this person, so we're more intense with exercise. So we're working a lot. So keep on the lookout. Make a flyer for it, and we're gonna be right. So see you guys this Friday, 3 o'clock, back here YouTube Live. See you, Miss Emma. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.